Hi folks, welcome back. Let's proceed with step 61. Shall we? For our green marker, let's use linear gradient function and set gradient direction to 180 degrees. And for the first color argument, let's use hex color code with the values 55 for red, 68 for green, and 0D for blue. Step 62. Now let's add the second color argument. We need to use hex color code again with the values 71 for red, F5 for green, and 3E for blue. Step 63. Green marker looks good, but it gotta look darker at the bottom to add a little more dimension. Let's add one more hex color code with the values 11 for red, 6C for green, and 31 for blue as the third color argument. Step 64. Okay, we don't need to add color stops because it's going to divide the space perfectly into 3 for 3 color arguments. So let's remove all 3 color stops because linear gradient going to do its job by default. Step 65. Now let's remove gradient direction too, because guess what? In linear gradient, if we don't provide gradient direction, it arranges colors from top to bottom, means horizontally divides itself along a 180-degree line by default. So let's remove both the 180 degrees gradient directions and let default values do its job. Step 66. If you remember, we used RGB function for red marker, hex code for green marker. Now let's use HSL function as color arguments for our blue marker. For that, firstly, we gotta change background color property to background. Step 67. Let's use linear gradient function and pass HSL function in it with the values 186 for hue, 76% for saturation, and 16% for lightness as the first color argument. Step 68. Add another argument in the same HSL function. 223 for hue, 90% for saturation, and 60% for lightness. Step 69. Add third color argument in the same HSL function. 240 for hue, 56% for saturation, and 42% for lightness. Now all 3 markers have come to life. That was just a piece of cake, wasn't it? You can always get these colors codes on any search engine or AI chatbot these days, so don't worry, you'll be fine. Step 70. Now it's the time to build marker sleeves. Let's start with our first red marker again. Inside the red marker division element, let's create a new division element and give it a class of sleeve. Okie dokie. That was all for today, folks. Hope you guys always remember to like, share, comment on my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any updates. Stay tuned for further steps and chapters. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.